Hey guys, it's Rachel, and today I want to talk to you about removing kudzu from near and around your garden. Kudzu is an invasive plant species here in the South. Many of you may have heard of it, and it's actually a lot harder to take out than you may think, than I originally thought, which is why I'm making this video for you, because there's a lot of steps to go through to effectively control kudzu. I don't think it's possible to fully remove it, but I think that there are a few steps that you can take to effectively control it such that it won't overtake your garden like it almost did for me last year. All right, so there are a few major steps to consider when you're taking the kudzu out. The first step is to actually expose all of the vines on the ground. I didn't actually realize how extensive the system of vines was going to be underneath the ground. So the first thing you need to do is remove all the stuff that's keeping you from seeing the vines. You can see this area has been raked and this area has been not. And a lot of the vines go right underneath all of this stuff. And in order to figure out where the vines are rerouting themselves, you really need to be able to pick up a whole vine and find where it's going into the ground. And after you've found where it's putting in its taproot, the next step would be to dig out as much of that as possible. Unfortunately, it's pretty much impossible to completely remove kudzu, but I think that by getting as much of this taproot out as possible, you can effectively control it such that it can be part of your maintenance around your garden and not overwhelming.
Should be able to break your ripped out. No?
No. We're just shredding it at this point.
Okay.
It just keeps going straight down.
Time to chop. Yikes, dude. Oh my god.
It's a demon carrot.
Yikes, okay. Keep ripping it up?
Yeah.
Excellent. Tell me when you want me to dig. There you go. Oh my god. It's like a Whomping Willow branch. That one didn't have a carrot yet, so it's easy.
Yeah.
Just make sure we give proper credit to this shovel. Because it's really fucking
Yeah.
sharp. Alright.
So you can see what's happening as we're trying to chop at this is that it's kind of fraying a bit, and that seems to be the best that we can do with the shovel because we don't want to get our clippers all full of mud.
Okay.
This is a good example of one of those nodes basically have to dig it out as deep as we can and hope that it takes a while to grow back.
Oh, no, it's splitting. Okay. It keeps going, dude. All right. Oh. All right.
So we just
big hands.
ripped this out of the ground.
Is this a little sprout, right? This carrot.
That giant root.
And there's still more.
It never stops.
There's this we cut. I cut this. This goes to a carrot of an equal size. And there's this we cut. And that's from a single node. Every single one of these comes to its own node.
So we just pulled this out from basically almost underneath my garden bed. This is so much bigger than I even knew was down here.
Yeah, we thought these ones were big. I mean, they are. They are big, but...
Like, look at this. I can't even get a whole hand around this. This is like tree root size.
It's for a freaking kudzu vine. Ugh.
Why does a tree climbing... Yeah, I can't talk.
Say again.
Why does a tree climbing vine need a root this big? Well, this is what we got today. These are two of our biggest roots, and we're still not done. We've got a whole pile of roots that we got over there, and you can see behind me, all of that is kudzu covering the trees. We are never going to get it all, but we're coming back another day to rip up a few more roots just to make sure that the garden isn't going to be imminently attacked by kudzu this summer. So after 3 days, we've managed to clear this entire area. There's some that we didn't get to, and that's okay because we were never going to get it all anyway. This is clear enough for me to be able to snip anything that happens to come towards my garden throughout the summer. And one of the things I learned as we were doing all of this is you definitely want to wait until right after it rains to try and dig up some of these roots. Some of them were so big that I even had trouble getting them out with a shovel and a tall boy to help. So if you wait until after it rains, the ground is a lot softer and you'll be able to tug at the roots a little bit better. And something else you'll notice is that the ground behind me is now very, very clear. There's no weeds, there's no ground covering, pretty much nothing is here. And that's actually a bad thing because when it rains, all of this is going to erode down towards my garden. So the next step really is going to be to replant a ground cover up here. And I'm still deciding what that's going to be, but I'll let y'all know in another video when I go ahead and replant this and how I'm going to do it to avoid the erosion. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I'll see you next time, and until then, happy gardening. The end. The end.
Draco.
Draco, come here. Hi, baby. Hi. You want to come sit with me?
We almost have enough stuff for like a little outtake section.